My name is Annette Mauldin, and I'm part of the Evergreen anti-racism team. Several years ago, I joined a group of white people who gathered to discuss our experiences around racial issues and how we have and benefit from white privilege. These are tough subjects with challenging questions. I looked at my own life, thoughts, and feelings, and sometimes felt frustrated and uncomfortable. I decided to do this work because two of my grandkids are mixed-race children and because it's the right thing for me to do. At times, I've struggled. As an example, a few years ago, I read an article that opened with the question, should white women use the term natural hair to describe their hair? In this context, the term natural hair is defined as hair that has not been altered by chemical services, but refers to the hair just as it grows from your scalp. It's just hair. What's the problem? I thought over the years that I fought with my curls and waves and cowlicks, and I rarely use chemicals on my hair, but like a lot of women, I've had a love-hate relationship with my natural hair all my life. And now I'm reading that maybe I shouldn't refer to what grows on my own scalp with the words natural hair. Some women of color argued that white women had no right to be part of natural hair groups because these spaces were created to encourage Black women to love and accept their natural texture. Upset, I thought, this is just hair. Don't tell me which words I cannot use concerning my own hair. As a child, I heard stories about places far from where I lived where great injustice was done to people whose skin color was not white. Separate bathrooms, drinking fountains, restaurants, libraries, hospitals, neighborhoods. I saw black and white TV footage that showed white faces twisted with hate as Black children went to school. And I was appalled. I grew up and knew some of these things still happened, at times, somewhere, but not to me. Our daughter married a man from Kenya and gave us two lovely grandchildren with bronze skin and curly hair. For the first time in my life, I cuddled a babe with fluffy, fuzzy tresses and felt the sweetness of his thick hair. To me, this texture was perfect because it belonged to a child I dearly loved. And now this magazine, this question, should white women use the term natural hair to describe their hair? Again, I thought, don't tell me what words I cannot use concerning my own hair. As I read on, Black women told their stories of being denied employment or offered work contingent upon the way their hair was styled, of being asked to leave schools and workplaces when they wore their hair the way it was created to grow, of hearing disdainful remarks made about their hair, and of having curious people touch their hair without asking. I learned that it was as recent as 2017 that all branches of the military finally allowed Black women to wear, quote, natural hairstyles, unquote. I was being challenged with the fact that Black women have faced pain and discrimination concerning their natural hair for centuries. In the United States, they've dealt with an internalized message that the only way to be accepted, desired, and respected is to change their natural hair to align with European standards of beauty. For them, hairstyles have been dictated by politics and social history, and personal and economic fallout has been inflicted on them when they wear their hair natural. I gradually became aware that because I am white, my skin color has protected me from having the very hair on my head be publicly critiqued, legislated, grabbed, insulted. It's just hair. What's the problem? The problem is that although I believe we are each fearfully and wonderfully made, until I acknowledge and respond to the privilege I live with, I cannot connect heart to heart with those whose God-given physical features have been politicized, criticized, and controlled.